Okay, welcome to the new house. I know I haven't posted a video on YouTube in months. I was planning on doing one like every month this year, but things have been crazy. But as you know from the title of this video and the thumbnail, this is finally the video of the new shop. So if you've seen any of my Instagram lives or anything like that, you know that I just got done building a new shop, and it is right behind this door. So we're going to wind all the way back to January to start off, and I might come in here a couple times. I'm actually editing the video right now, or when I'm about to shoot this and everything. But we're gonna wind all the way back to January, just after the LA WIPCon from this one in 2023, and show you a little bit of the old shop, do one last final like spin 360 tour, and then we're going to jump into the new shop, the new build and stuff like that. I might come back for hallway a couple times, and then we'll move actually into the shop once you see the build process happen. But enjoy the build, guys. These are a whole bunch of clips that I just took over the couple months or whatever it was to get the shop done. And then there's a big break, and then we'll actually do the final shop tour of how it is now working, and I've been using it for the past few 4 or 5 months at least, or something like that. But here's the video. Enjoy. Let's see the old shop. Well, guys, it's we're working on moving today, so or started the move. You can see it's late at night, but kind of behind me here, the shop's all packed up for the most part. I got some junk still left over that, but we're working on packing, and today it is Thursday, so I got a couple more days of packing to do, and the big move where we're going to move like the workbench and then all of the furniture from the rest of the apartment is going to happen Sunday. So that's the day my wife and I were going to rent a moving van and stuff like that, and we're going to get everything moved, and then comes the setup of the shop. A lot of work to do, a lot of fun. I like moving. Not many people do, but I really like moving. So yeah, so that's the deal so far. Give you a quick 360 of the super dirty shop, but yeah, move's coming here soon. It's gonna be fun. So here's what's left of the shop. Pretty much everything's taken down. I got a couple of clothes on the floor because we're doing stuff. I got the tripod out just to mess around with things at night here while I'm towards the end of the night. But everything's taken down off the wall. I'll show you guys over here. That's our bed. Junk in the closet. But yeah, it's pretty rough, but we're getting there. Everything's going to be picked up here soon. More parts of the bed, tripod again, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. But that's everything as of current, and I'll get back with you guys tomorrow for more moving and fun. Alright guys, so we're going to continue with the work for the whip shop today. So the rewire for the whole house is coming along. If I hadn't said this in a different video, I'm just going to cut from here. And I had to tell you guys that we're getting the whole house rewired at the moment, because this house was built in 1963, so there is no ground for the house basically at all, except for like a few appliances, but the majority of the wire through the house has no ground. So if you can see above me, there's some holes that have been put into the wall and now repaired, and just some other stuff around all the light outlets and stuff like that. Have all been opened up and repaired, but today I'm going to start on the wallpaper removal in this room so we can get it painted. We're going to put a giant WIPCO logo on the back wall here. On this wall we're going to have our giant display for all our whips like we had back in the old shop. And then above, this is the front wall of the shop where the desk or the workbench will be, and that will just have all the lighting and stuff like that for the actual working at the desk and videos that I shoot for you guys. Last wall is going to be the wall of the closet, so that's where I keep all like extra storage and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure what I want to hang up here. I might do the original 3 whips that I've made, and then on the side here I might do my indie poster, might do the 45 footer, might do Any poster and the 45 footer. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but we'll see, and we'll keep going. So I'm not gonna do a time lapse of working in here and taking down all the wallpaper. One, because that's incredibly boring. It's not work related. So I'm just gonna do an update. Try and do them daily as I keep working in here and getting things done. And we'll do just some progress updates on how things are going in here. But see you guys in the next part of wherever we're going. Well, guys, it's day 2 of working in the shop. It's still an absolute mess in here. Day 1, I got a good amount of the back wall done. Today, I'm going to try and finish that wall and hopefully get this wall done behind me. We'll see how that works out. Right now, I'm working on taking some of the lighting gear down off the wall that I had set up, and I'll take the blinds down too. But that's today's plan, so we'll see how far we get, and we'll see you in the next update. Back to work. Alrighty, makers. So I finally got all of the paper down. It took I don't know how many days. I decided to stop doing daily updates. It took about a week or so. The back wall over there took a few days, and I did like one little section a day, and then like I finally figured out what to do and like knocked out all the rest of it. So don't mind the junk in the closet, but got all the wallpaper down. And next step, I took all the plastic off the floor. Now I vacuumed, and now I'm re-prepping for with more plastic to protect the floors and the carpet for paint. And then we'll do a PVA primer on all the walls to seal off all the wallpaper glue, and then we will, hi Otto. Where's he at? Otto says hi. To seal off all of the glue that was holding the wallpaper up, and then we will start paint. And I have I got a good idea on paint colors, but we'll get to that. Looking at those on the wall before we actually do the full paint. But like I said again, we're gonna do giant logo, and then all the other walls are going to be gray. The wall with the window there, you can't even really see the separation, but right behind me is going to be where my desk is. And that's the update so far. So back to work. Here we go. Alright, makers, so I have, as you can see, all the blue, and of course the Dr. Pepper can. I got everything taped off. I got new plastic down on all the floors, and now we're ready to start priming. I got my primer there, wherever, there. And gonna work on trimming out the room, and we'll show you the next update. Back to work. Alright, makers, so we got all the primer on the wall now. Got a couple coats, so you can see all behind me. Looks all good. Next step is we are going to tape off, let's see here. Can't really catch the corners, but we're gonna tape off this back wall because that one's gonna be blue and then the rest are gonna be gray. So we're going to tape those off and get the gray walls painted, and we'll see you after that. Back to work. We got another update for you guys. I got everything trimmed out now. I got all the blue tape up, got all the edging done, so we are all done up there. And we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Now we're gonna start rolling, and we're gonna get everything gray on the walls now. So this is looking pretty cool. Can't wait to see how it goes. Back to work. So it's the next day. I think this is day 3 of painting now. As you can see, we'll swing over this way. We got the walls. They're all nice and gray now. It's looking awesome. Today we are going to start on all the trim, which is going to be all black. Because I know I got white carpets in here now, but hopefully when Sarah and I go to switch out on the carpets, we're going to plan on doing like a gray or something like that. So it should look really good when that comes around way down the road. But today we're starting on the mural wall, where we have we're gonna have the logo made or painted. You can also see I've taken the door off and brought it out to my garage, and we put a coat of black on it, so it should have black showing on the interior side, and then of course on the interior face. And then the hinges I painted black for now, but I think I might switch them out to like a brass or something like that, so then they can match the trim on the closet, which runs on the borders here, and it's also underneath the tape up there. So that's the plan. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do with the two closet doors here. They're going to be, I'm for sure going to paint them black, I think, so they kind of disappear and I don't have these two white giant cream doors in the shop. But I think I might put a marker board on one of them. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'm starting to get areas taped up there for the mural wall. And that's what it's going to look like. Or that's the full wall. There's the look for the day. Back to work, and we'll get that wall painted. Alrighty guys, so we've got a lot of stuff done on the shop today, or yesterday. I kind of went a little crazy, so we got closet doors. They're painted black to match all the trim, and I've started trimming out most of the room. Got my camera and light arms hung back up, and the extra arm for the little flat screen that I hang up in here. That doubles as like a second monitor. And also got the back wall painted all blue. Sure, you saw that in the time lapse that I'll put somewhere in this video, but yeah, so that's all painted blue. Got the door trimmed out all black. I'm gonna hang the door for the shop today so I can have that all closed back up. And hopefully I'll be able to do a lot of finishing work. I'm hoping to have the desk set back up today so I can have that moved back up against the wall behind me here, and finish off the trim on the bottom of the wall, pull most of the plastic out of the room, and then I'm going to re-plastic and start on the blue wall doing the logo and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to trim out finish up the rest of the room so I can have basically the shop kind of in working order, and I can just slowly pick away at putting the logo on that back wall. The closets also need another coat on some parts of the trim, but we're getting there. We're really close. And then just comes the fun part again of setting up the desk and stuff like that. So back to work. So we did all the final touch-ups works, and pulled all the plastic. So we got everything down out of the room now. It looks so good. The only thing that I have left to do is touch-ups on the blue wall, and that I'm going to do here next once I get everything moved back into the room. So I'm going to take my desk, move that up against the back wall here, and man, this light's going to be crazy in the video. Sorry if I'm spinning around too much, but take the desk, move it back against the wall, and move the paracord, my paracord stash in here, and so I can get my computer up and stuff like that, and then get the projector set up so I can start on the logo for the back wall, which I can't wait for, which is going to be awesome. But all the trim's done, all the touch-ups are done on the main three walls, so we're getting there. My hands are covered in paint and stuff like crazy because I've been pulling tape when it's wet, but it looks so good and I can't wait for it to be done. And next shot you'll see is either setting up everything, or I'll come back in with you guys and show you the desk in its place, and it's gonna look so good and I can't wait. So back to work. It's coming along. Got some, started to get some lights hung up. Got the TV mounted. Got everything pulled off the desk that was on it, and it's all on this table. And so it's all like nasty dusty because there was all sorts of sheetrock dust and crap like that. So I'm gonna clean all that off slowly and then put it back on the desk and reset up everything. So it should look really good. But we'll check back with you in a second. Words. Back to work. Okay, we're getting there. So a little bit of a giant jump skip. It's been a couple days since the last update I showed you guys, but we got the desk set up. It's already full of clutter. Surprise, surprise. But flat surfaces like clutter. But desk is set up, and then I also got the tape for the logo on the back wall. It's backwards right now, but we'll get that. But in person, it's correct. But I had to double check. So we're gonna get that painted. I'll get you guys on a time lapse for this one. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna look great. I can't wait to see this thing all in yellow. Got plastic down on the floor, and we're ready to go. And then I'll probably clean stuff up in here, and then we'll do a tour, or we'll start putting whips on that wall. So here we go. Okay guys, so next update, we got 2 coats on the wall for the logo. I'm going to put one more on it because you can still kind of see the blue coming through a little bit. Also, we're going to start hanging some stuff on the wall. So I got my Indiana Jones poster that's going to go up there on the wall. And then I'm going to start doing the layout for the whip wall behind me. I'm not quite sure how big I want to go with it yet, because I know I want to possibly put some shelves up there eventually down the way to display like some Indiana Jones props and some other fun trinkets and stuff that I got. But I'm not quite sure how far I want to go, but we're going to start on the whip wall as well. So we'll see you in the next time-lapse thing. Here we go. Raiders. This thing turned out sweet. This thing turned out so cool. Yeah, just I can't be happier with this. It is the right way. It does read EWCO, as you saw in the time lapse. But oh my gosh, this looks awesome. So next step, I did get a couple more things hung up on the walls. So I got my Raiders poster. I got the 45 footer hung up. I'm probably gonna take these up a little bit just so they're a little bit higher. Got my Aussie boomerang. And then this morning I went out and I got some things to hold the certificates for. This is for my Indy hat, for my Raiders jacket, and this is a little cool thing that I've had for years. I've always wanted to get framed and hung up. I got a little shadow box for my my shirt tails. This is for my first solo flight when I started my flight school or flight lessons and stuff like that. So this is the first time I ever soloed a plane. They cut off the back of your shirt, and it's kind of a little memorabilia thing that's really cool. So these will be hung up somewhere. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll get all those hung up. I also have a certificate. I got to get a little box or frame for this still, but this is for my whip from Nick Schrader, from the whip I got from him in a trade. If you saw our co-op video, this is from the whip I got from him in trade. It's the 9.5 foot black and yellow. Put it up. There we go. Black and yellow whip. That's also the larger whip for the pocket whips that he did. If you guys have seen that video, it's really cool. Go check it out. I'll try and throw it in the cards right there. It's really cool. But yeah, so that's what that certificate's for. And yeah, keep going and put more stuff on the walls. So I'm getting things lined out here. So this is the lowest I want with this tape line here. This is the lowest I want the whips to be able to go, like hang down. 1, so the dog doesn't get them. And then 2, so I can put my table in here if I need a little extra table room or something like that. Because if I'm like cutting leather, I don't like to do that all that much on my workbench. So I bring this table out, which is also like my display table when I go to conventions and stuff like that. If any of you guys have seen me in person, you know that's what I have it on. So got that set, and then move you guys over here. Then I also have all these whips that will be put on the whip wall. These are kind of ones I have currently listed for sale. They kind of rotate in and out, and then I also have a bunch of ones that I've gotten from other makers and just cool ones that I like to have up on the wall and stuff like that. So that's this run here, and then these are the ones I have for sale currently. Go check them out on Etsy. Yeah, so let's get to work laying some stuff out. Back to work.
So that's the build. Now, welcome to Elias and Whipco. So this is the shop. We're in here. We're working, and it's awesome. I've loved working in this shop and doing everything. Now that I have a little bit of time under my belt working everything, I got my flow down, feeling really comfortable in the space, and it's been awesome. So let's. You guys want a tour? So starting out on like my favorite part of the shop, of course, we got the logo wall. I got display whips, and display whips. These are all ones that I've made for sale, or ones I've traded with, or ones I've bought. It's a rotating mess around here, or rotating display case basically through here, and I absolutely just love it. It's such a sweet backdrop, and it turned out so great with the way we did the projector with the logo. I'll throw up some pictures right now to show you what those kind of look like when I just had the logo projected from the desk out onto the wall. It was really hard. I got like a little $40 projector or something like that off Amazon, but it threw just big enough to get that on the back wall, and I had it like maxed out, but it worked perfectly. Alright, coming past the whip wall, kind of moving this way through the room. I got my clock, which is like a big puzzle that my wife got me a few years ago. And then I also have my indie hat made by Advintage on its little stand that we're at all the California Jones events and everywhere else pretty much I can. Dummy pistol. Use this for practicing gun spinning and stuff like that, because when you learn whips and stuff, you want to start picking up the other talents. So, and the Western culture and stuff like that's always been kind of cool. So, also got hanging up here a lasso from my grandpa's farm. Grew up going up there like every summer, multiple times a year, and it's just a cool piece of that part of my childhood to have. And a little Indiana Jones bag from the screening in June, from June 30th. So at the fan event down at the El Capitan, they gave out a whole bunch of bags as well as some other trinkets that are all up in here, and you'll see as we keep going around. Continuing, get over to the actual workbench, and this is everything. I mean, this is where I do everything now. So I got like 4 vices on here because eventually sometime I'm gonna actually do like a vice comparison video over the main few vices I've seen people use. Either if it's the Stanley, the Harbor Freight, there's a little tiny gray aluminum one that I've seen people use. I think Nick Schrader's got one, as well as a couple others I was able to find off Amazon. But so got studio lights on top, and they're all controlled by a little panel underneath the desk, which is so right here, so they can be shut off and turned back on individually. They're off a remote switch, which is awesome, so I can just sit down, click the button, and do what I need, or light the situation I need, as well as I can control them off my phone for intensities and stuff like that if I don't want to like get up and actually like turn anything. So as well as behind, I have my little tree stand for camera and microphone when I'm actually sitting at the desk recording there. So when I start doing more tutorials with you guys, that will be the setup that I'm using for that. Keep moving through the shop here. I think we got good enough light. We have the paracord rack, which is another one of my, I guess it's all my favorite part of the shop, but bringing it a little tighter here. But this thing's so cool. Made this back in the old shop, but it is super cool because you can basically pull anything you want on and off of here pretty instantly. I mean, it can spool out as you need it, so you don't have to like sit and unwind anything, as well as if I need to get to a spool, these pop up. Spools can pop off there, and you can pull them all the way off and drop it back in, and it's good to go. As well as I got my big old 5,000 foot spool on top. If you look back in the video, you can actually see it hanging in the closet a couple times, and it's like that far down. So it's many orders have gone through there. But below there I got some storage just for some extra tools and leathers, and my big scrap box, which needs to be gone through, and I need to make a ton of scrappy whips. But that's all that. So way up above here I have the original 3, so that I talked about a litof bit earlier in the video. So first whip I ever braided, not made but braided. Second one, third one, kind of in a row there, as well as this is where I got all the certificates hung up for stuff I've gotten. I added one more, my Destiny jacket, Wested Destiny jacket, one, as well as then I got the indie poster, the Aussie boomerang, and you can see the coil here of the 45 footer. So this stays hung up most of the year because I only bring it out for some California Jones events, if I'm feeling like it, as well, or it always comes with me to the LA WhipCon. Going a little bit farther through the room, it's just so there's the indie poster, 45 footer, and it comes and spirals up and around a few times just because the thing's so stinking long. I also have a couple, let's see here. Oh, yep, you can see it in frame. So a couple command hooks up here, and then one over there, so I can hang a backdrop that I have a few different sheets for, like a black, a green, and a white. So if I want to do something else for a video or something like that, we can do that. And that's pretty much the whole shop. The rest is just the door, and then we're back to the logo wall. So that's the tour. If there's anything you guys want to see more in particular, drop it in the comments. But yeah, that's the shop, guys. Hope you guys liked this whole video. I know it got a little long-winded there with some stuff. I hope, yeah, like I said, I hope you guys liked it all. Again, if there's anything you want to see more closely, drop it in the comments. I can do a short or something like that and show you a little bit more about that kind of stuff. We're not going to go through the closet or anything like that because that's just all storage. But if you want to see how I did anything more specific, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to get more videos out soon. Life just gets in the way, and you get tired, or you don't want to put up the energy to make these videos. But I hope you guys really like this, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Keep making.